Good afternoon, I'm Carrie Overton. Thank you for joining me for this very first Refresh 10-minute coaching session where you are actually going to be coached and hopefully go away at the end with some action points. So grab a drink, get a pen and paper and settle in. If you need longer, obviously you can press pause at any time and come back to certain things that you may want to look at. But the focus this time is on priorities and on time management. So if you're ready, let's start. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a small exercise, and I'm going to give you 1 minute exactly. And what I want you to do is to write down all the things that are on your to-do list at the moment. Now, these could be work related, but they could also be personal. All those things that are occupying your head at the moment, just use this time to have a brain dump. Because it doesn't matter if it's personal or work, because even if it's a work issue you're looking at, things that are in your mind, in your personal life, are going to affect that. So you have 1 minute starting now. And don't worry if things are small or seem insignificant. If it's in your head at the moment, write it down. You've got about another 20 seconds. As I said, you can always pause this afterwards. Okay, time's up. So you can always add to that list later, and this is an exercise that you can use again and again and again. But those things that came to your head are probably the sort of starting point. They're the most important things for you at the moment. So now I'm going to ask you a series of questions about what you've just written down. And this is to really connect you to it. It's different to just going, right, now prioritise them, because emotionally there's going to be a response to doing each and every task on here. Some will be a positive response and some will be a negative response. And for you to be able to use that to help you make your priorities is really helpful. So get a pen, and next to wherever you've written things, just start making notes. So we're going to filter it down. So which of these things on your list is low priority? And to be honest, you could bracket it, take it off the list for now, or cross it out altogether. Put a mark or cross it out, whatever it is on that list. Okay, which on this list absolutely has to happen? So it's completely important. You really have to do this. So make a note, put a mark against it. Which on the list is the quickest win? It's not going to take you long. It'll make you feel good when it's done. Just have a scan, have a think. What on this list is actually making you feel a little bit ill because it's on the list? Now, it could be a big thing, it could be a small thing, but knowing that actually there's something that promotes that response in you will be useful to inform your judgments for moving forward. Which of the things on this list will take the longest? A really sort of big chunk of time. What on this list will make you feel better once it's done? Maybe more than one thing, that's fine. But there'll be something that emotionally gets you and you think, oh, that's the thing that's been sort of is weighing on you. Identify it. What of the things on this list will take less than half an hour? Just, I don't know, maybe put a half next to them, or some sort of symbol that you'll remember. And then maybe look again and do a quarter. Which of these on the list will take you less than a quarter of an hour? Okay, I've got 3 more questions for you. What on the list will you enjoy doing the most? It really motivates you and you think, oh, I quite fancy having a go at that. Identify it. Know what it is. That will help you inform your judgments of what you're going to do. What on the list could you do today? And finally, what on this list could you do this week? So now you've had a chance to really think about what there is on this list. You're going to spend 20 seconds and I want you to think of the 3 top things on this list that could be done this week. Using all that information, what are you going to get done? Write that down now, 20 seconds. Okay, we've got 3.5 minutes left, so bear with me. I know we're going through things at a pace. The next thing to think about is pockets of time. We all have them at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, in between meetings. Spend 20 minutes thinking, what little pockets of time do you have in your day? Maybe there's little bits that you're just not using, and at least in 15-minute chunks that you think, there's something I can do then. Just identify what those are. Now, are there any of those actions that you identified in that last section as taking 15 minutes, 30 minutes, that actually you could drop into that? So, for example, if you have some time at the end of the day, everyone's gone home, or you just don't really know how to use that time well, the last 15 minutes of the day you think, I could save that, and every day I could get one of those 15-minute tasks done. Very quickly try and identify what those are. Where could you drop some pockets of time? And that will help you get things done. So you should have some actions that you're going to take this week. You've also identified some pockets of time. Now, finally, what are the biggest challenges to you getting these things done? List them. Be really honest. I'm going to give you 20 seconds. What stops you getting things done? Okay. Are you a chatter? Are you an avoider? Are there things that you think, I'm going to put that off because I don't really like doing it? Are you somebody who needs to get organised to get started? Whatever it is, write that down. Okay. And now you know what it is. What has to happen? Find out which of these is the biggest threat. Identify that. And then what has to happen to prevent that happening? So, for example, if you are a chatter, do you need to do some pieces of work somewhere else? Do you need to tell people not to disturb you? Do you need to set some boundaries? Okay. What can you do differently to get a different response from what you're doing now to avoid those challenges altogether? And hold in your mind, how will this help you? If you put this boundary in place, how will it help you? Okay, very quickly, last 30 seconds, jot down the 3 things that you are going to do differently just because you've watched this, or things that you're going to get done. Get them written down, and if you can, say when you're going to do them. So that's it. 10 minutes is up. I hope this has been useful. My name's Carrie Overton. Please look me up on social media, Carrie Overton Coaching. And if you'd be interested in finding out more about how I can help your company improve your performance and your growth by supporting your members of staff to perform at their best, then do get in touch. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll be putting another one of these shorts out next week. Thanks for watching. Please do add a comment and share to anyone you think might find this useful. Thanks. Bye.